I think there are some hazardous jobs in construction that we want robots to do. And obviously there's big, heavy things that we want them to lift and help with. And we've already been on that path for a long time. But I also think there are some things that like will just be the last to go. I grew up in the Midwest, and I know a kid who's 24 years old started a barbed wire fence repair business because nobody was doing it anymore in Indiana. And he's killing it. He's making a ton of money. Nobody's getting into it. I'm guaranteeing nobody's building a robot for this because it's not a big enough problem. And like, he might just be the last one of us with the job because it's something like, it's difficult. It's hard work. It's a niche thing. And God bless you. You can charge whatever you want for it. Nobody wants to do it. And so there's going to be pockets of those all over. It'll be fun to see how it shakes out.
Oh, totally. Yeah. It's something so niche. I think you're right. I think it will be the last or one of the last few things to really be disrupted. And then on the other end, I saw a few weeks ago, this robot that literally replaces roofs. It installs shingle. And is that worth it? Is that really justified? I get that, it's
a lot of roofs.
Yeah, absolutely. But at the same time, I get it's probably such an early stage company that it's probably vested by some university. And this is just a study, but I don't know. Is it actually more efficient overall than just the status quo of having a bunch of subcontractors on your roof and getting it done in an 8-hour window or whatever?
I think that's the question we're all going to have to ask in every industry and every job that we have. And I can see situational things happening where if you're doing manufactured homes or like a whole subdivision and they're all new construction and they all look the same and the robot can crank it out, great. Yeah. If it's a 250-year-old house where I live now on the East Coast in the Boston area, and it's wonky and it's unlevel and they're going to have terrible winters, like maybe I don't trust a robot just to, automate this process. I want to have somebody get there and make sure it's sealed before there's a foot of snow on it.
And that's also hard too. Housing is such an issue in the United States in terms of just the competitive landscape of real estate. And like the house that I live in and most of the houses in this area of Northern Colorado were developed in like the 70s, and they're all tract homes. Yeah. They were essentially the 1970s version of a 3D printed house.
Yeah, I was just going to say that too. We have 3D printed houses. I love the Boxable. Is that the company that has those homes?
Yeah.
Like, they're looking cool. They're only going to get better. And so if you can have something driven by AI across the country on the back of a flatbed and then rolled off by some robots and popped up, like, why wouldn't we do that? It doesn't mean people aren't still going to want custom built log homes in the hills of Denver, Colorado, but yeah, it's going to be fascinating to see how it shakes out. We've been talking with Fuellenbach from Go First Consulting. He has predictable systems for builders and contractors at gofirstconsulting.com. He also has a killer beard and a podcast called Beyond the Bid.